There it goes. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I want to thank you guys that have been following us tonight and have tuned in. I know you have been blessed because I have truly been blessed by these amazing, amazing authors. I tell you, I'm honored to have this platform to be able to share these amazing people and their amazing journeys. We're going to take this time now. We're going to just have some conversation and we're going to give away some books. So if you've been following us tonight, you're going to have an opportunity to win some amazing product from these amazing people. So I want to start the conversation off tonight about 2020. What I'm going to ask this question and I want to go around and give everybody opportunity that want to answer. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. If you want to jump in the conversation, you can. If not, you can just sit back, relax, and just enjoy. But I want to know, out of all that has happened throughout the 2020, what has been the most encouraging thing that has happened for you in spite of all that has been taking place? I'm gonna tell you my thing. My thing was the magazine. I had the opportunity to launch a magazine during the pandemic. After losing my job, after getting fired from my job, I say getting fired from my job because I got fired from my job. I guess I had to back. So I moved from Atlanta to Myrtle Beach in February. Um, hadn't worked since June of last year because I had been hospitalized and I just come from being under the doctor's care in December. So I moved to Myrtle Beach. I was drawing unemployment. They told me that my unemployment had been exhausted, so I wasn't looking to have no unemployment. So I was looking for a job. So I said, well, okay, I'm gonna go find me a job. So I went and I got two jobs. It was like, Angela, why are you getting two jobs? And then you doing jobs that you are overly qualified for. I just wanted the job. I just wanted to. I just wanted to be doing something because I knew that whatever job I was on, that I wasn't going to be on that job long. Because I had made up in my mind that I wanted to do this full time. That this was what I wanted to do, and I wasn't going to stop until I was able to do this, not knowing I was going to go take this job and then I was going to get fired and they was going to hurt my feelings. And after they hurt my feelings, my sister was like, Angela, she said, you spoke it. She said, you said you didn't want to work for nobody. You said that you wanted to do this full time and you want, so why did you not expect for him to do it when you put it in the air? She said, you remember you always tell me you have to be careful what you say. So that started me on this journey, you guys. I like faith. I was like, okay, faith. My mindset totally changed in 2020, y'all. Like when everybody was saying, like, oh, they was getting discouraged. They was coming to me with all types of things. I was like, okay, Psalms 46:10, be still and know that I'm God. Every time Pam come one day I talked to her for 2 hours on the phone. She was ready to stop being an author, didn't want to write no more, ready to throw in the towels. Talked to her for 2 hours on the phone, didn't even know why I had started having this conversation with her, and I didn't know her then, and started having this conversation with her, and she was like, wow. But long story short, during this pandemic in 2020, it's like God has really shown me who he was. And you know how we oftentimes, I've always been in the church. I grew up in the church. That's all I know, but the church has not always been in me. And that has been evident in my life, and I was afraid to step out on faith when because I was afraid of what people were saying. You know how you want to do stuff, but you listen to those voices of, like Alma say, you ugly, you fat, you bald headed, you this, you that, and all those voices, they play in your head and in your mind. I lost my mom 12 days after my 16th birthday. Like, my journey ain't been easy, y'all. It's been rough, and I've had to endure a lot of things. And I thank God for my journey because it has allowed me to be this person that I am today. Y'all, I used to be this mean person. I used to be so sometimes it bothers me to talk about it because I can't believe that I was that person. The love that I have for people now, I can't believe that I actually carried hate in my heart. But I said I love the Lord. But I had hate for my brothers and my sisters, my neighbors. I didn't speak to the people that lived in my cul-de-sac. How can I say I love? I had the fear of God if I wasn't showing love. I mean that life thing really. When he did that, when he dropped that word in my spirit, he really dealt with me with that thing. I had to go back and I tell y'all, I had to reevaluate myself. I had to reevaluate myself. These last 4 months has been some reevaluation going on in my life. I truly had to find out who Angela was and who God said I was because people don't told me who I was for years. But I refused to be who people said I was because everybody said that I was gonna have a house full of kids. I wasn't gonna amount to anything. I wasn't gonna graduate. I wasn't gonna do nothing. But I was the first person in my family to go to college, to even get a scholarship to go play basketball. Nobody else in my family could say they done that. But I say that for the person that may be struggling right now or maybe thinking that they're in this alone and that nobody cares for them. I want you to know that in spite of people, know that God loves you and that you have a purpose. You have a true purpose. God has placed us here. He didn't drop us out of the sky. He didn't just throw us out here. He strategically placed you here. And it's not a coincidence that you guys are on here tonight because every one of you have shared something powerful, powerful, that is going to touch somebody's life. I want to know from you guys, from those that want to share, what has really been your encourager for 2020 to not give up? I want to start with Arthur Black Diamond.
For me, it's just every day. I'm with my family. I see my kids. You know, with this coronavirus, we could have lost anybody in our family, but we've lost so many American people that I'm just in awe of the strength of so many people supporting others. I think one of the people that has gotten me through, and I haven't said anything to her about it, and she's here with me, and I'm grateful to God. Believe me, I'm grateful to God for her. And that's my mother. She is going to be 96 years old on Valentine's Day. And that right there is enough for me. Right there, that's enough for me. So I can't say any more than that. Just to know that she's still with me. And he could have taken her at any point in time, and he didn't. You know, growing up, I used to envy my friends because their parents were younger than my mother. And, you know, you thought that their parents were hip and they knew everything and they got the best clothes and they was able to do the best things and whatnot. I didn't realize it until I wrote my first book that I had my mom and my grandmother at the same time. You understand? And just to look at that now and just say, wow, I was envying them for what? You know, when I speak to people that I grew up with and they know that my mom is still here, they're sending blessings and everything. And it's unfortunate that some of them have already lost their parent and whatever. They knew my mom as mom. So I said, yeah, I can share my mom. Just a little bit of her I'll share. But I'm gonna be selfish. I want to keep my mother to myself. But I'm just so grateful that she's still here with me. And I am happy that I was able to parent 12 children, 3 on my biological and 9 on my nieces and nephews. And I have been on this journey of parenting for over 40 years. My oldest is 45 My youngest is 9. And I'm just in a place and a space that I just continue to say thank you. Just thank you for allowing me to be in this place. Thank you for choosing me to be here, and just being grateful for it all. One of the other things that I'm grateful for is getting to meet other people such as yourselves, because if you had known my story about 20 years ago, there was a hit put out on me and my family, and we had to leave where we were at.
Wow.
So we landed someplace else, and we stayed there for a while until I lost my husband, and he was dead for 3 weeks and nobody told me. So I had to find out the hard way that he was dead. Right after that, I went into a witness protection program because we witnessed a murder. So I look at where I'm at now and I look back at then, and I say thank you for pulling me through. And I'm just grateful for that. I understand that this has been a rough year, that we have been tested, and that's what I'll say. I'll speak for me. Yes, I have been tested with this coronavirus, and I know we're all dealing with it. But I'm looking at life totally different now, and I'm looking at it through a different set of lens. And it's the lens that he's provided me with, and I thank him for that. If I could wish for anything, I would wish for a cure, not just a cure for the coronavirus, because we have the scientists and the researchers for that. I'm talking about a cure from a higher power, and that cure is for racism. And I truly hope that going into 2021, that we can get a cure for that.
Amen. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to share? Go ahead, sweetie.
Night again. Um, I know 2020 was a rough year for many, but from I start writing, published my first book little before the corona came out. I can say God has been guiding me and my family because we were in New Jersey living there, and we moved couple months. I think in the last part of the year last year, and we just get up and randomly move, so we got to move, And since we came here, we didn't know where we're going in Pittsburgh. We don't have any family here, just me, my husband, and my daughter. We do everything online. We don't know in with blind faith because that's what we always do. God, as I can say, 2020 was one of the greatest year for me, the best year for me. Wow. Yes, I did was going through a little challenge in my marriage where I cried out many times and stuff. But when the devil sees something great, and when God put two persons together that he want to create something that not man said they create, the devil is going to challenge it. And when the devil see he couldn't defeat my marriage by, I'm getting emotional. Ooh. When the devil see he couldn't defeat my marriage by taking food off my table. No, my husband have a master's degree, but his paycheck was only paying the bill, and he have to go to work to beg friends or borrow $500 just to put food on the table. He have to walk while doing his studies to get a teacher's degree in Jamaica, plus working and walk home and get an extension on that certificate. The devil is going to come with something greater. And when I see the devil start attacking my marriage, I can tell you God have been there. And a few days ago, I sit back and I said, you know what? I need to put away who is right and who is wrong and try to forgive and move on. Try to let go, because I may hold on to so much pain from sexual abuse and not having, I know my mother loved me, but she wasn't the mother that she should. She failing some here, but I still gonna give her some percent because she could have done worse than when some other mother do. But my father wasn't there, and that hurt to not having that love and groom. It hurt to drop out of school, and I wasn't a child that was bad or get pregnant, but no one to send me to school. It hurt when I go to school and I couldn't, when I tried to go back to school and I couldn't read. It hurt when I couldn't read and write when I come out of school. It hurt when I tried to send back myself to school and person laugh at me because I spell a word wrong. It was so hurt. And for me, don't having an education, but I am a publisher today. For me, when I start putting these books together, couldn't form a proper sentence or a correct sentence, English sentence, and my book is out where a person can read it. God is great. God is awesome. God is a miracle working God. For me, as a mother that struggle in my schoolwork and my English platform, that teach my daughter, and she even brighter than me today. She can read, she's an honor roll student. God is great. For me, can sit down and say, my child is weak in this area in school, and I can find a way to break that barrier and teach her, and she capitalize and remember within just less than a day. God is great. There's a miracle in my house. There's a miracle God that worked today that was there before. And God can do anything. And I just want to tell somebody out there, if you're struggling in your writing, you're struggling in your reading, you're struggling in your spelling, that doesn't stop you. Only you can stop you. No one else can stop you but you. Social media have so much bully on it when you go on there to type something instead of they help, they bully you. I get bullied on social media with my writing and my proper grammar and all these things, but I take it and I form it into something great. When I was writing my book, I remember somebody said to me, "Oh, are you going to write a book and you can't even spell properly?" But I have more than one books today. I have more than one books today. I collaborate with 14 authors from 12 artists from 12 different countries. And I'm going and I have plenty more to come. And I want to tell somebody, just write down your vision, because last year I write down my vision. Lord, give me my first car. I want to go back to school. I want my husband to go back to school to try to get his certificate transfer over here so he can go back in teaching. And my husband gonna start school, so I start doing my GED online. I buy my car without my husband even know, without my husband even put a penny in it. God is great. Look, God is good. There's so much that if I start talking now, I don't have space to go. But I want to encourage somebody out there. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. And that's where the miracles start, when you start believing in you. And for so much person to buy my book and reach out to me and have me on their platform. And I'm on a platform with so much great ladies, with so much big education, and I have none. God is great. I feel honored. And thank you. Thank you for having me in this platform. Thank you.
Amen. Amen.
Angela, can
Any?
I say something right quick?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, we're talking about 2020, and
Mhm.
at the beginning of the year, I did not have a job. Well, I started my own businesses, and of course, the pandemic happened, and so I was like, well, what am I going to do? Of course, I have my businesses, but I was like, wow, I just need to do something. And I believe I got sick during that time too. They just didn't have a name for it. So of course I was going through the process of not being able to breathe, going to the doctors. They couldn't diagnose me as having anything. Just gave me, hey, you're anemic. Just take these iron tablets and set me on my way. But of course it took me some time to get over that. And so around March, maybe April, I started to apply for jobs. I have a master's in English, and I took 2 years off to, of course, write my book. I did my stage plays. I did a lot of, I went from, I traveled the coast, Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida. I was actually doing book signings and at Barnes and Noble. Anyone that would accept me into their doors, I was there, and I traveled. And, but I needed a job. So of course I applied for the job, and of course, with the experience I have, and of course they're needing people, of course, you get hired on the spot. well, a couple days later. So when I got back, I graced the doors. I said, I cannot believe I'm teaching again after 2 years of being off. And of course, it was so challenging. Ninth grade English, that's me. And I was like, Father, I have to be here for a reason. And of course, all the stipulations at school, social distancing, it was a pain. Some students were in classrooms, some were hybrid, well, some were online, and of course, if they quarantine, guess what? You're still having to have your hand in everything because you're their teacher. You have to put those grades in, have to reach out to parents. It's a lot. It still is a lot. But of course, doing all that process, I said, there has to be a reason why I'm here. And lo and behold, there is. And so my ninth grade babies are writing they're becoming authors. So we are doing an anthology project. Yes, indeed. It has been interesting. But what I've decided to do, of course, with the curriculum that we have, narrative essay, what they're doing, constantly reading, because there's no way in the world they'll be able to write. They can't read. And so I've been seeing the improvements. Again, I'm there for a reason. And everywhere I go, wherever I'm planted, I know I need to go ahead and present my why. And another thing I did too was organize the Mississippi Speaker Connection. And this is where I have a board, and this is where I bring speakers in, and they present their whys, whatever business they have. They just basically, it's right now it's a free platform for those who want to promote their business. But of course, going to 2021, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing anymore. So if they want to come aboard, they have to bring something to the table, because they're getting an advantage of even being on the stage. Even though Mississippi is coming out, so hopefully soon we'll have international board members. But that's where I am right now, and I'm so grateful.
Oh,
And
uh-huh.
can I say something real quick?
Go ahead,
You
Jen.
can.
Yeah, only because then I have to go soon by 10. So, first of all, I want to say something to all the authors tonight. You guys are incredible. And I don't say things just to say things. Angela knows me. Sometimes I'm brutally honest, but I'm going to be brutally honest with all of you. Your stories are unbelievable and super encouraging. And tonight was so needed for me. 2020, I lost a lot of very good friends and who passed away suddenly from COVID. And it was a really tough year for a lot of people, not just me, a really tough year. I also was very, very sick. I was sick for probably 4 months before they even really knew what was going on. Angela knows about that. And here I am, God brought me through another, struggle. God is the answer. God is the only answer. We look inside ourselves, and what I want to say is this: as long as we're walking, Angela, loves walking in purpose. And my thing is KYW, know your worth. Because as long as we know our worth and we're walking in God's purpose, we can't lose. We absolutely can't lose. And every one of you that shared your stories tonight are saving lives. And God has used everything that we've all gone through, and we've listened to his voice. And he said, now do your work. And that's what it's all about. So if we could save one life, right? One, that's all it's about. So I just want to say thank you to everyone out there tonight who spoke, who shared their stories, who's written your books. You guys are incredible. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So God bless all of you. And Angela, you know how I feel about you. I love you.
Thank you, Jerry. My Jersey, who?
I love you.
I love you too, Jerry. Miss Deborah, you wanted to share?
I do. Y'all, 2020 has been an interesting plight, I must say, for me. I too, like Trina, thought I was rolling out the classroom, baby. When I packed up them boxes from DC, I just knew I was coming to Milwaukee. Yes, I said Milwaukee. I moved from DC to Milwaukee in the middle of a pandemic. I had a contract. Once I got here, I found out that contract wasn't worth anything. The ink was had more value than the contract. Amen. Amen. So I came out here to work in my area of expertise, but God said, yeah. So needless to say, one thing that 2020 has taught me and has let's say ingrained in me is that you got to trust the process. Because in that sense of moving, God also showed me, because I'm like, okay, God, why am I here? The contract didn't work. I came here to do one thing. Now I am back in the classroom teaching virtually. And can I say the only Black teacher in the building? I'm just going to go there. And then that's a whole different set of issues right there, especially when I get animated. Yeah, I'm that person. So it's like, it's been an interesting journey. But one thing that God showed me is that he had to take me out of my familiar place in order to grow me in the place that I needed to grow. Because when I was in the DC area, when I was involved in my church, I went to a mega church. So, we're busy all the time, especially when things shut down. They expect more from the larger churches. So that's what I would have been doing that. I would have never seen my business grow because, number one, if I was still in DC teaching, DC still has not gone back to school. Where would I have been during this shutdown? I would have still went back to my mama house and been trying to teach. Oh, not trying. I would have done my virtual work from her house as opposed to being where I was. But because I trusted the process, God had to get me in a place where I couldn't leave. Y'all, I don't know nobody here. So all I could do was do what he had called me to do. So that's how things work. So in your process, you have got to learn to trust the process. And it doesn't have to make sense. Okay, so when I would tell people about what happened to me, everybody's like, oh, wait a minute, what's his address? Let me come find him. Because you know how your family and your friends are. But you know what I had to tell them? I said, stop. Because that was God using this cray-cray as a catalyst to get me to where he needed me to be. Not every situation that you call bad is bad. A lot of times God has to use, because, okay, let's be real. Think about DC money compared to Wisconsin money. Do you really think I would have picked my hind parts up and moved from DC money to Wisconsin money?
Not.
No, ma'am, pressed hand. So needless to say, I got here, did not have an apartment because that was part of my contract. I got here, did not have a job. That was part of the contract. So in less than 45 days, and let me show you how God works. I had somewhere to stay because I showed them my DC check. I didn't even have a job in Wisconsin when I got my apartment. Then I just went on and I just started looking for jobs, y'all. Everything I applied for didn't even make sense. I even got a job at Amazon. I said, okay, God, look, if this gonna be what you want me to do, but I said, I got hired. I said, look, now you already know I ain't made for no warehouse work, but if this is what I got to do, I'm ready. Please give me a ram in the bush. I need a ram in the bush. And I ended up getting another job back in the classroom because my background is advertising and PR. And what kind of teacher did they want? An advertising teacher, a career planning teacher, and something else that I was already qualified to teach. So you got to see where God can strategically put you in places. But the biggest thing is you got to trust the process. Don't get mad. Do what God has called you to do, because those are also roadblocks. You get caught up in looking at the situation, and then I'm almost finished, and then I'm done for real this time. Is that when you trust the process, God is going to align you to who you need to be aligned with. And then because I thought I was somewhere else, and then God put me here, but then I finally made the connections to where I thought I was going to move. And God showed me that if I had went there prematurely, I would have got set back because I would have started doing the same thing that I had left. I wouldn't have went to somewhere new to do something new. I'd have went to do something new that looked like what I was leaving. So you have got to learn to trust the process. And that's one of the biggest lessons that I have. No, that's one of the lessons I was forced to learn during this whole 2020. And like I said earlier, when I looked at the receipts, so let me just bag all the way up. And I'm gonna share this, and this time for real, for real. When I met Black Diamond last year at a conference. What she didn't know is I hadn't spoke on a stage ever. I went to this particular conference, and this is when I made up my mind last year, last year, that I was going broke for myself. I was investing in myself to go to the next level. I invested to speak on different platforms. I invested with different coaches. I invested in myself because as women in ministry and as women that are givers, because 9 times out of 10, most of the women I feel like that are on here, we're givers. We don't have a problem with giving anything away. But at some point, we have to learn to give to ourselves and not look at it as being selfish. Because when you learn to start sowing into yourself, then other people will start to sow into you because your mindset changes and you have a shift in where you're going. And so that's one of the beauty things that I was forced to learn in 2020 is to trust the process, sow into myself, and know that I was called and I was ordained and I was destined to do what I was doing. And when you grab hold to that, then you're going to go to that next level. And your level is not going to look like somebody else's level. Take your level for where you are and let God speak through you on everything that you do.
Amen. Amen. Trust the process. I tell you, you can point tonight, Miss Deborah. I'm glad you came. I'm glad to have met you, Miss Deborah. You've been on point, and you've been bringing it. I'm just y'all just don't understand. I so love you guys all, and I don't know none of y'all really, really, but the fact that y'all sacrificed to come on and share, and y'all didn't have to, but because God is giving y'all a message that's gonna touch lives, because we're not just placed here, we're here to impact lives. There are people that we are attached to, their lives are dependent on us. Because some people ain't going, they not going to church. They not gonna get them Jesus. We're gonna be the only Jesus that some people gonna get. Our life, what they see, what they hear from us. Somebody might not pick up our book, but they may get this video, or they may see you speaking at a conference or something. I just want to thank you guys. I'm just thankful tonight. We finna give away some books. Anybody else want to share before we give away some books?
Me.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
So let's see. 2020. I can't really say that. Well, no, I can't say that. I know for a lot of people, 2020 has been um, frustrating, confusing, and any other type of thing that you could think of or say. I know for me, it was like a year of like transition for me. Um, and this is gonna be me just being transparent with everybody here in the room. Um, from I'll just say from being a married man to now being separated and having an impending divorce to having to move from Florida to come back to my home state of Georgia to kind of put things together and try to rebuild and recreate and re-up and things of that nature, to also to having being diagnosed with with anxiety and PTSD. And that's just due to the effects of what happened with my son. And now every time I see something like like a George Floyd or Breonna Taylor or Rayshard Brooks or Drayshawn Reed, it throws my anxiety and my PTSD to like a million. But in the same instance, I've also learned that the Most High allows certain things to happen for a reason. And he also aligns you with people that are going to help you push you towards the goal, to push you toward the goal that you need to be pushed toward, that you need to be pushed towards. And I've also learned that, that the journey into getting to where I need to be is not an easy road. And I've been derailed off that train more than one time this year. And it's been hard it's been really difficult to get back on that train. But every time I get back on that path, and I just continue to walk that path. One of the great things that happened during all this time, this transition and all this turmoil, is that I was able to be able to start my radio station. And I was also fortunate enough to have my books here in a local store here in Georgia. And it's also kind of put a lot of other things in perspective for me, as far as, family and things of that nature. I have a granddaughter, and she'll be 5 years old she'll be 5 years old in January of this year. And I want to be able to leave something for her. Leave something for her that she can pick up and she can take and run with it. I want to be able to leave a legacy for her that when she looks at her grandfather, she'll say that I left her something that she can take with her, and she'll be able to apply and use for the rest of her life. And that is the one thing that pushes me to continue to write, to continue to speak, to continue to collaborate and network with people, with guys like you, because again, I feel like I'm in rarefied air right now. And as I stated before, I am so inspired by you guys' stories that it pushes me to be a better person, to be a better writer, to be a better father, be a better father and everything. So you guys inspire me to be better. And I want to thank you guys for dropping that seed in me, because now it gives that seed a chance to grow. And I'm gonna say this last thing, and then I'm actually done. I want to wish everybody here a magnificent and a stupendous and a wonderful 2020. And again, every goal that you guys have set for yourselves, you're gonna reach them. You're gonna surpass them. And the last thing that I want to say is this: the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. The question is, are you willing to take that first step?
Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to share?
Angela, I gotta go. But here's the thing: just put for my book, as far as anyone, the first person who says they need the book, we'll give it to them. Okay, sweetheart.
Okay.
All right.
So if don't nobody else want to share, we can start giving away. We can start giving away books.
I want to
Go ahead.
share.
Okay, go ahead.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
Jerry.
Jerry.
Good night. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well, Jerry. Good night.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Jerry.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
My new
I
friend.
love you.
Happy New Year.
I got it.
I wanted to share, Angela.
Go ahead.
I have been wanting to quit for a while. After I wrote my Stop Hiding Behind the Mask, Breaking Generational Curses book, that book helped me to heal from a lot of stuff from my past. I was listening to one of the ladies earlier. She said she was sexual assaulted when she was young. I was also sexually assaulted at 14 and then gang raped at 18 and left for dead. And so I talk about it in my book. And and then I got disabled. I had a seizure 3 years ago and it almost killed me. And I just didn't want to do anything else. But Angela has really, along with some other ladies, pushed me to pick myself back up and run with what God's given me. In May, I launched my grandson's publishing company, BNT Publishing. And so we published our first author, and then we published 2 more after that. So it has just been a blessing to have Angela in my life. Now she's got me co-hosting for 2021 with her on Walking in Purpose. That was something that I'm gonna tell her this now. I didn't want to do, but since she wanted me to do it, it has made me more focused on what God's called me to do. And I'll be doing my podcast every 25th of the month in Inspire the Soul with Dr. Gray. Because for a long time, I've always wanted to inspire people. People always tell me, and Angela always says, you inspire me, but she inspires me. And so my word for 2021 is inspire and soar. So I want everybody to do that. Just be an inspiration to other people and soar to your place that God wants you to be.
I wonder, did she step away? Angie there?
Angela, where you at?
She probably stepped away.
I probably I made it emotional.
That's what it is. I looked up like, wait a minute, why I get so quiet?
Right?
Look.
I've enjoyed y'all. Y'all have been a blessing all night. All of y'all. I've been glad when the pandemic over before we can all get together.
Yes, Lord. I'm so sick of Zoom meetings.
Pastor Deborah, yes.
It was cute for about 30 seconds.
First
2 months.
But you done blessed me tonight, Pastor. Honey, I'm going to get with you.
I love your background. I love that. Give me background.
I do too.
Oh, wait a minute. This might be her jumping back on. Let's see. Hold on.
And Miss Pamela looking like Tiffany.
She is.
I'm telling you. I looked at her and said, wait a minute. We got Tiffany Haddish on here tonight.
No, and the funny part, when you start giving the description, I was like, yep, that's exactly who she looked like.
That's exactly.
Don't cut your hair off. It's a wrap. And don't wave that she had on Girls Trip. It's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Thank you, her mama.
Yep.
Win.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
She connect them back in. She should be popping up there. She said she don't know what happened.
Oh, she don't know what happened.
There she go.
Hey, y'all, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. And I'm on here twice.
So what's your computer on the fritz or something?
I don't know what happened. I'm on here twice. I'm on here twice. Let me mute.
Yeah, I'll take you off. Go ahead. You can keep which one you want on.
Now she off again.
Now she off again.
Yeah, that's because unmute that one. I'll kick you out the group with the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
Now we can hear you.
I don't know what's going on, huh? Emmy don't be liking me when I be having these lives, y'all. Every time. And like Diamond, don't this happen all the time? We have this problem all the time. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we have this problem all the time.
Yeah, we have this problem all the time, y'all. Every time I try to do something, it's always.
It just means you're doing great things, though.
Did anybody else want to share before we start giving away these books? Because I'm excited about giving away these books.
But did you hear what I said about you, though?
I got kicked out.
Oh.
Enemy didn't want me to hear that.
Oh, okay.
It must have been something good. What is it? Oh, that's sweet, y'all. Y'all gonna make me cry.
Amen.
I told you.
Make me cry. I'm ready to give away some books.
Okay, let's get some.
We don't need no.
Anybody?
We don't need no waterworks right now.
Who want to give away their book first?
I'll go first. I got the roll.
My computer acting crazy again. It sounds like a robot.
You sound
okay. You can go ahead.
Actually clear. Okay, so I will give away a copy of The Prayer of Jabez to anybody. I'll make this real simple. Anybody that can tell me, what does Jabez mean? Because I said it. What does Jabez mean?
It's the people on the line, right? Not us.
Yeah,
right?
To the ones online, not y'all.
Right. Okay. Make that clear. Clarify that.
That is too funny. Too funny. And I will also go in and put the link to where anybody, I'll put it on this one. I think I put it on all the posts of where you can go to and order the other books. And if you order the books directly from this link, they will always be autographed, and the winner will definitely get an autographed copy of the book. So that would be me.
Are you typing your question? You typing your question in, or you want me to type it in?
Yeah, I think you're gonna, because I don't know what page are we on right now. What page are we live on?
Mark, what page are we live on? Are we on your page?
Yep, I found it on his page. Okay. What does Jabez mean? All right, the question is there and it is posted. And I will also put the link for anyone else.
So the first person to respond to that
will win the copy. And
will win a book.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, all right, ladies, it's been fun. It's been real. I love you to life, and y'all have a great time. I have really enjoyed being on the platform with you guys tonight. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.
You too. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. Happy New Year, y'all.
Who want to get their book away now?
I'll do mine. This is Black Diamond.
Okay.
Ready? I'm going to say, what is the name of my children's book series on foster care and adoption? And I'm giving away, I have two books, so I'm going to have two questions. I'll give away, it doesn't matter which one of the books. This one is the, well, you can't see it right now, but it's the memoir, In My Mother's House. And the second one would be an easy question because I said it several times. How many children do I have? That one's easy. And this would be the second book. Now, you guys, you know you can't answer that question. I see you guys. It's not fair.
We have to. You want to post it or you want me to post it?
You can post it.
Your questions? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Second book is Open Your Gifts. It's co-written with actress, comedian Kim Coles.
Okay, what was the first question again? The second question was how many kids do you have?
Mm-hmm. And the first one is, what is the name of my children's book series on foster care and adoption?
Okay, I got it.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone.
Who's
Happy
next?
New Year.
Happy New Year.
I think Pam's going next.
Pam, and then Trina.
Okay, so I'm giving away a swag box of Brown Girl stuff, which will be, it's worth $80. It got shirts, matching masks, the Brown Girl book, sweatshirt, all that stuff in the box. So this is the question. And they've been following me all day because we've been building up to this. So who can tell me how many girls I have in my Brown Girl squad and their names? Get the box of goodies.
Gotta post your question.
Huh?
You want me to post it?
Yes, because I don't know where to type it at.
How many brown girls in your brown girls collection, and what's their names?
And what's their names? And I said it.
Okay, who next?
Okay. I'm mute. Okay. I'm giving away a kiddies book. Also with our Black Skin Matter, my 2021 album, calendar, sorry, my 2021 calendar with our beautiful Black kids. It's a photo calendar with babies on it. And the question is, anyone really want this book for their child? And this calendar, does the first person say me get it? I don't have a question. The first person say I want a book, the kiddies book, and the calendar, get the both of them.
Okay, what just happened? I just typed out it. Wow. It didn't even post y'all questions.
Oh, wow. You got to start all
I'm going to get them now. It's okay. It's okay. I got them in my head. I remember what Black Diamonds was, how many kids I got, and what's the name of her children book series. Pam's was, what's the name of her character collection, and you have to name them. And then you said anybody that just wanted the book, right? That needed a children book.
You posted Black Diamonds on it.
Is hers posted? Did hers post?
Yeah, hers posted.
Okay.
I'm reading.
So Pam's the only one that didn't post, and J Bass, did she post hers? Because she said she was posting hers. Is that one posted?
Deborah and Black Diamond.
Okay. Who's next?
Me.
Go next. Oh,
okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
okay.
Go ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Quick question. And Angela, I'll type it in. Okay.
Okay.
So the question is, I have two LLCs. One is Mississippi Speaker Connection, and the other one is LGM Productions. Under the LGM Productions label, I produced a stage play. What is the name of a stage play? And I'll post that question for everyone. What is the name of a stage play that can be seen on YouTube and purchased on Vimeo.com? That's it. And what would you win? I'm sorry. You will get a book and a t-shirt. Just tell me your color, your size, and I'll get your t-shirt. And of course, I'll send you the book.
I think somebody answered.
So Black Diamond, Queenie Clems won your children's series.
Yay. So she gets in my mother's house. Thank you.
And Karima Sanders said me. So I said you said Kaden. You said all they had to do was say they wanted your book?
Yes.
Karima Sanders, she responded me on the post. So what does she need to do?
Me. Just inbox me and Kate. Tell her to go on Facebook and inbox me, Kaden Palmer at Kaden Palmer Asimota in my messenger, and so I can contact her. And she sent me her address, and I mail it out to her.
Kaden Palmer. Okay, I got it. I'm sending her a message now.
Yes.
Okay. Who's next?
Me.
Who is Sonia? Okay.
My question is, how many books have I written? And then I'll give away both of mine if they tell me how many.
How many books have you to win Sonia's book?
How many books have I been written in? That's what I got to give me the total number, not just mine.
How many books? Okay.
If they give you the correct answer, they get both of my books, though.
Okay, who's next?
Okay, I'll go. So mine is a two-part question. The first question would be, can someone tell me the name of the book that means to carry around with you everywhere you go? And for anyone out there that wants to read The Dollhouse, my psychological thriller, you can just post below.
Anybody else?
I'll go.
Okay.
So there's no question involved. So anybody that wants a copy of my books, either Broken Chains or The Road Less Traveled, all they have to do is just say, I want a copy, and specify which copy they want, and then DM me DM me their address, and I'll send a copy of it to them.
Okay, so I just put inbox for a copy of the book. First one to inbox will get book.
Exactly.
Anyone else? Anybody else? Corey, do you want to give away anything, sweetie? Corey, you want to give away something? Can you hear me?
Hey, Andrew.
Corey, do you want to give away something?
Yes.
Okay. You can go ahead.
Well, want to copy one of my books? I got 7 books out though. Affirmation, street poetry books, romantic fiction book, children's book. Any choice. Also, my daughter's new book is about to be released too as well. Anybody want to copy my books? No questions. Just whoever want to copy my books. Also, if I want a pair of earrings or oils, anything, I give a name right for anybody. Don't matter.
So what they gotta do to win?
I know questions. Whoever wants something free. First 5 people inbox can get something free.
You say first 5?
Yep.
I'm about to inbox you then. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. First 5, okay? Anybody else? Everybody else know gave something away? So I guess I got to give something away, huh? Let me see. So I have. Oh. Why it's taking so long for my camera to come on? Okay, well, since my camera don't want to come on, I have 2 books that I'm going to give away.
You up?
So I'm going to give away 2 of my my anthologies that I did in a little journal book that says "Follow Your Dreams." Follow your dreams. So I have 2 of these books. Anybody that message me or comment, I'll send them out to you. I got some going out tomorrow. So if you message me today, you can get this in the mailbox tomorrow and go out tomorrow. First 2 people to respond, they going out. Anybody else? So I guess we're going to play some music for those that's still here with me that want to stay and party. We just going to play some music and have a little fun, I guess. I truly have enjoyed you guys. I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I hope we can do this again sometime soon. I truly have missed doing my live events. That is something that I truly pride myself on, and I have missed doing those live events. It gives us an opportunity to really network and come together and put faces to these voices. And I like to hug and I like to love on people. So I've truly missed that. I can't wait till this is over because there are a lot of people that I've had the opportunity to meet that I'm ready to get a hug from. I need a hug. I need one right now. And I'm feeling y'all's energy. Like y'all just don't know how it's just making me feel right now. I just feel so loved right now. For you guys sacrificing your day, your afternoon, your evening to come on and share with me, to share with the people. So I thank you guys so much. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So let's hear some music, DJ.
Look, we might as well just turn Pam mic on and just jam with what she jam.
You're dancing without hearing the music.
Look, you might as well unmute. I don't even have to need the word. Like, Pam. Whatever you listening to, just unmute yourself. Look.
Pam, what you listening to?
Tiffany, what you listening to?
What you listening to, Pam?
I was listening to Nelly.
Oh my God. You're funny.
He was jamming. He was jamming. I was like,
what you listen to? I'm about to Alexa. I'm about to play some music.
Y'all gonna play
Why
some
you
music?
muted? We want to hear your music.
Yeah.
She don't want to share her music. Come on, girl. You better share the music because my water is finished.
Oh my God.
I put my Alexa on.
God. See? Oh. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, must be the money. Hey, I must be the money. Yay! See, that's what I was listening to. Angie gonna put on her Alexa. Where Angie go this time?
I don't know.
Where the white fish went this time?
I'm glad we get together. We can really have a good time.
Yep. I was supposed to come down for because her birthday is April 1st. My birthday is April 18th. So I was supposed to come, but the pandemic happened.
You know, my daughter's birthday April 17th.
See, that's how we connect. Aries.
My daughter, that's what she is. I'm a Pisces. She's an Aries.
My sister is a Pisces. When's your birthday?
March 18th.
My sister's birthday March the 2nd. Her birthday
Oh
March 2nd.
wow! My son's birthday is March 18th too.
And my